Ah, yes. How I expected my streams to go. uh, well, uh, oh, very professional. Very professional. Okay, so, multiple things. I was. I completely forgot I wanted to download the Japanese voice for the game because I heard with the issues with the English voice, not just that some voice actors are missing, but also some audio mixing went horribly wrong. But I forgot to do that, and I doubt I'll be able to download 17 gigabytes of audio while streaming in a reasonable time. So, at least for this first part, I'm going to do it in English. Uh, what's next? That's about it. I saw that um, multiple people who did the playthrough, and before I did the stream a few days ago, I saw that most of everyone who I saw, or I didn't see the video, I just saw the thumbnail. The length of their videos or their streams was 6 hours. So I'm assuming that's how long it will take me to do the whole story. And I'm not gonna stay 6 hours now. I'm probably gonna do 1 to 3 hours now and do it in parts like we did for 5.0. Um, that's mostly it, to be honest. The Sub-Zero's festival event started, and I still haven't played any of the Nahida missions or most of the Sumeru side missions, so I want to do that before I do the event. But that's unrelated to today. So let's move over to Genshin. There we go. Been watching a lot of Midas streams lately. Core of Midas. The first streamer I ever like actively interacted with, commented on their videos, uh, watched actually watched their streams, chatted in their streams, and she often responds, which is nice. Like of course, you don't expect a streamer to, especially if they're relatively big. And by big, I don't mean like huge, but I mean like they have over 100 or something. Like there's a lot of people in chat, so that they cannot respond to everyone. Unlike when I used to have like 7 people in chat, I can respond to everyone. But she still does, which is nice. Let us see here. Why am I here? Yeah. Okay. So I doubt anyone will show up, but in case someone does show up, I'm just going to begin by just spending my resin real quick. And all I'm going to do is spend it on ley lines. And I think I want to do Natlan ley lines because actually, do I? Because I want yeah, we'll do Natlan ley lines because the nice thing about ley lines, you're not just farming Mora or XP books, you're also farming mob materials, you know? They do drops here, unlike in domains. Uh, I think I've gotten enough Natlan drops. It's not like I'm going to be wishing for anyone from Natlan, even though some are tempting. Uh, but I pretty much only need to get whatever I need to upgrade Kachina. Maybe I'll change my mind later. I'm thinking after I get Nahida, which has been announced, I might focus on like saving up again, the same way I did for Alhaitham, but for like Probably Dainsliff. Probably Dainsliff. I wonder if I should change this. If I lean a bit to the left, I go out of the screen. Maybe I should change that. Should probably have Venti or okay. My graphics card is indeed struggling because there's a bit of frame drops. Maybe when I fix the audio thing next time, I'll look into reducing the quality of the graphics a bit. Actually, let me pull up the chat here, just in case someone does show up. Just in case someone does show up. I like to have you here. No, not like that. Man, I need a third screen for chat. Would actually be nice.
All right, let's finish this fast. Propagate. Spring forth.
Shower me with our bond is strong.
And I think I can instead of doing this, I should probably just what's it called? Do the dailies so that whatever action points I get from the story get stored up as action points for when I don't want to spend time. So let's speedrun some dailies, and hoping for someone to come in. If you're watching this as a VOD, feel free to like skip I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in front. That's about it. I've been really busy with work and with studies. I had like a problem with money basically, and I needed to try and work to make rent and whatnot. Plus the second year of university, God, it's still I'm still technically busy. I just have a bit more time, and like I got done with a few labs and a few assignments, so now I have like clear and my job, I work as a teacher, a substitute teacher. The school that I work at is closed for a week. They're having some holidays. I have no idea for what, probably Halloween. So now I have like sort of not as much free time so much as clear conscience to be able to stream, which is weird because I even when I was busy, I made time to like play Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, and even started Zelda Zone Zero specifically for Jinto. Didn't end up getting her anyway, but point is, I just speedran like the dailies of the games, not as much as like played through the story extensively. Well, I said I might as well like stream Genshin again since like the new story update is out, and well, there are events that I cannot just speed run because they require you to have finished the story before. I already did the bug catching event, even though technically it needed you to do the 5.1 story, but I didn't have time before then, and it seemed like it was like such a small event that it didn't have any spoilers, like beyond meeting Shilonen. And what the hell is oh, my graphics card is toast. I changed it not too long ago, and I even got my PC cleaned and my drivers updated. Why does this happen to me? Probably need a new PC altogether. This one's more than 5 years old. This is like approaching 7 to 8 years old, like probably. But I'm barely making rent, so I cannot afford to do that. I cannot afford. Okay. Where is... Shouldn't there be a thing nearby? Oh, there you are. Give me that. There we go. It's one daily commission. Oh, we don't get them through here. We get them through here, right? Yep, that's about it. I wonder if I should talk
It's just a natural
about...
phenomenon, so there's nothing to be afraid of. Unless you're beneath a tree.
I thought... weren't trees, like, safer to be around when there's a thunderstorm? I could have sworn that was the case. Because, like, you'd stand underneath a tree and it's more likely to hit the tree than to hit you, and the tree sort of grounds the whole thing. I mean, the tree can get toasted, but the danger of a falling tree is less than getting zapped by lightning. I think, at least. Like, a tree is falling is still dangerous, but you can, like, walk out of the way or something as it, like, tilts over. And I don't know. Where is the last daily commission? Man, I need to do exploring. Where is it? Fishnado. There you are.
This weather is perfect for doing nothing
I
at
should
all.
start posting shorts. I have a list. I have like a specific. I have a specific list of ideas for videos and shorts that I want to do, specifically shorts, and I just never got around to it. Probably after the stream, if I'm not very sleepy, I'll sit and knock a few out. Some topics might even be like outdated, but I don't care. I'll just do them anyway.
Spring forth!
Strike a pose! Let the world come alive! Our bond is strong. Lightning, purify!
Here you are.
Okay, that's all the daily commissions. So now I can start the mission. And I can... Is my phone silent? Let's make it sure it's silent so it doesn't ring midway through. What the hell is this? I'm looking at my phone for a moment. Oh, this is not the... Okay, my bad. I mistook you for a woman called Catherine.
Add Astro. Thank you for completing.
I'm checking something real quick. Give me a moment. Eesh, okay.
Add Astra.
I've been hitting the gym. Me and my friends, we decided a few weeks ago. Actually, I think exactly a month ago now. I'm not sure, but one of my friends said, "Oh, by the way, tomorrow there'll be only 100 days left in 2024," and he said that he was thinking maybe we can do some sort, because we are in a Discord channel, me and my friends, and maybe we can do like a 100-day challenge, 100-day fitness challenge. And there's no specific goal because each one of us is like has different, they're in a different space in terms of fitness. Some of us are very fit, some of us are very fat, and some of us are like have let themselves go. They used to be fit and have let themselves go. Me. uh I was, I think the worst I got was like about 110, but I think around 107 was the worst I got, because that was like the benchmark that I set for myself even before he started the 100-day fitness thing. It was shortly before I began streaming. Or actually, yeah, shortly before or after I began streaming, when I came back from vacation. Uh, uh, I measured myself and I was 107 kilograms, which, uh, I used to be an athlete. And I'm not very tall, so not supposed to be that weight. But we started this fitness journey, and I have been recently like hovering around 97.7 kilograms. So that's a 10-kilogram drop. Uh, I was hoping it's a little bit faster because I lost the first 7 real quick. I dropped from like 107 to like 103 real quick, and then to about 100. But once I got to the 90s, 98, 97, it got really slow. I've been hitting the gym. What we do for the challenge is that every day we do some workout, or not every day. More so like every day we need to report to a specific channel in our Discord called the 100-day challenge channel. We report like day 1. I did so and so, like I had a workout, and we say like it's not really concrete what we should do. Each person should just do something to improve their health, and then we like see how far we've gotten in these 100 days. So what most people do is like, oh, they will go to the gym. You just say day 1, I went to the gym. I did, for example, an arms or a leg day, for example. All right. Some people don't go to the gym. They just go out for runs, or they get their steps in. It's really nice. I tried to go to the gym before the challenge. When I came back from vacation, I have been trying to go for like 2 days a week at least. To be honest, it was 2 days a week at most. But ever since the 100-day challenge, I've been going for like 3 days a week minimum. Sometimes I go more. And generally, you try to take a picture of what you did. Some people send screenshots of like the steps they took, or the treadmill, or the weights, or so you don't have to take a selfie of yourself. I take like a picture. It's different every time. Most of the time, it's a picture of me in the gym or something. That's about it. So let's do the Natlan story, and let me quit yapping. You're not here for that. Or you might be, I don't know. Could probably watch a bigger streamer or content creator play the story and it'll be more interesting to you. Oh man.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
Oh, by the way, between this and part 2, if you see this, please let me know in the comments or whatever if you want me to do this in Japanese instead of English, because I know there has been problems with the voice acting for the English part, and just for the sake of quality, if I do this with Japanese voiceovers.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
Pilsen.
All right. Thank you so much.
Last thing we did was bring Kachina back.
Any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across
The Scions of Canopy seem to do...
Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
The Science of Canopy seems to be doing like the most things in Natlan so far. Like whenever there's something to do in the story, it's like, oh, the Science of Canopy has done so far so and so. The Science of Canopy are responsible for carrying out this and that. I even forgot what the other two's names were. The Rock Mountain people. I guess some of them invent stuff, but that's more so individuals, you know? And the water people just spend their whole day in jacuzzis, basically, in hot water springs. The Scions of Canopy are working their asses off, keeping the country alive.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two.
Oh, off to
You've been
Moalani
working
then.
hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
Alright, I'll take her advice.
So
I'm ending
that's the
stream and going
plan.
to sleep.
We can finally stop and take a break.
But the threat of the Abyss is still far from over. But the less work we take, the less we'll earn.
Keeping Natlan safe and sound is our priority now. The more it can wait.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster.
Oh.
Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
I still don't know why it's called a kingdom. Oh.
Hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
I'll voice act her then, I guess. Hehe, yep. Now really isn't the time to stay at home and recover anyway. I wanted to do something to help. I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas, so I came here to sign up. Hehe. I don't think I haven't heard about all the things that you've been doing. I've been doing nothing. I did like the Signs of Canopy quest. And I killed a few Saurians. That's about all I did. Anyway, with everyone working so hard, I've got to do my part. Child enlistment. Actually, I just realized this is just... What was the term when they get children in the child soldiers, yeah. Oh, by the way, Shilonen told me she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. She can do that? I thought you earned that. She said that she's all set and we can head over whenever we're ready. I hope she is voiced.
Wow, so we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names. Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
Me neither. Is it gonna be like a Venti situation? Where she just... It's literally a forgery, so it's not real? Shilonen is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but all sorts of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention. Will we get to pick a name? Or will it be picked out for us? Because if we're gonna pick a name, it's gonna be like another 30 minutes of me just mulling it over, like we did with Chat or Saurian. Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go see Shilonen together. She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Everyone's so proud of you. Second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump in and hide for a while. Okay. Let us see. Go to the Children of Echoes. Yep. He's like fucking beats. So all the characters from like each tribe gonna have like their element? Like everyone from the Children of Echoes is gonna be Geo, and everyone from the Scions is gonna be Dendro. Be interesting, because so far that has been the case, has it not? From what we've seen, Chaska is from like the Wind tribe. I think she's from the Wind tribe. Oh, there she is. Yeah. She's a cougar or a leopard, but cougar is funnier. Shilonen, I've brought the person who needs an ancient name. He's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from him. I can vouch that he's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
I'm more than 500 years old. Probably like thousands.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Oh my god, back to this again.
Arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you? For a moment, I thought she was gonna like figure out we were not from Teyvat altogether, but I see what she means.
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Are you upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time.
So she intentionally didn't tell you
Anyway,
To avoid
can't
an
argue
argument.
with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an outlander is an impossible task.
Oh, well.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Oh, that's true, but I guess she wants it in Natlan specifically. Yeah, I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan,
There you go.
correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's my react. That's me right now. There you go.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
Well, there must be a
The
way.
greatest of craftsmen cannot create
Don't people
something out of thin
immigrate
air,
into
you know.
Natlan from other
That's
places?
just how it is.
Seems though I have
I
no
guess
words
the
to
Nation
say
of
to get a
War
name,
wouldn't
huh?
have many
A
immigrants
weaker
coming
of
in.
all people should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time Shlonen just ended up running dozens of flaps around the hills nearby.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Oh, not only has she accepted
Interesting.
the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
She's and the Archon trust each other. Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure... Pause. I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
I have an idea. Go up to the YOP and just like keep saying, "Hey, hello, hello, hi, excuse me, hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, can I have a moment, please? Hello, hi, hi." Basically annoy them into acknowledging you. And then done.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus,
Which tribe
considering
are
the
we going to be?
unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Are we going to have to go through every fucking YOP out there? Oh my god. Okay.
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eats Talit.
Oh, we've heard that name before.
Oh,
We
she's
used
the
her
one who's
spirit
gonna
speaker's
pierce my
stone to
ears
find
with her
Katrina's ancient
sounds.
name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Wait, what? Why would she not be happy with us?
Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Aren't we talking about the cat girl?
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Huh?
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Oh, let's ask Kinich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right,
How?
Kinich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Let's have this here so I can see how long the stream has been going, and the chat will be closer to my face so I don't have to crack my neck every time I want to look at chat. Which is empty, so there's no point in looking at it. This is me saying test. I need to get hand trackers. I need to unparalyze my arms. Is it worth teleporting? Yeah, sure. It's right next to the teleporter. Oh, whoa, hold up. So Kinich also is missing his VA. I need to read this too. Okay. Chat. Okay. We meet again, Kachina. We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of Nightwind and convince Shitali to give you a chance. Shitlali. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put this on you, Kinich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
So it is, I think it is. I forget if it's the cat lady or the little personal trainer person. That's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
I guess you didn't know that, Kachina. Yes, because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes, and then Molani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having
Is she gonna have an
companions work by
argument
your
with the
side
Archon
is
about this
perhaps
too?
the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Ororon. And he hails... Okay, yeah, like I said, so they just revealed him right away, like that. I thought they'd, like, Even though it's obvious it was Auroron, which kind of spoils the whole thing. But I thought they would like try to pretend like it's a mystery and make a big reveal out of it. His name is Auroron, and he also hails from the Masters of Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. Then why does he look like he used to live in Hot Topic? He's the only one who looks like he's wearing modern clothes. Like even Shilonen, she's wearing like ripped, very short shorts, but like it's not just like, jeans and a shirt like he is. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
See, Lolly knows him too?
That's right, Ororon was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Night Wind, and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right. So in that sense, Auroron and Sitlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lally could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroron joined the Fatui voluntarily or if he was coerced. Sitlali is probably eager to prove that Auroron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as a leverage when I go talk with her.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroron and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes. If you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Sitlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Auroron situation. This way we can get two birds with one stone. That is offensive against bird people.
Yeah. Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Mollypo Kanich.
Malipo.
Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Let's hope. Oh shit, I forgot to read what he said. Sure, I'll head out right away. Take care out there, Kinich. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do a voice like that. I'll be heading back as well. There are still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
The best I can do a female voice without being annoying. Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow? Dear God. They want me to wait so much. Sure, we'll just wait then. Wait to the morning of the day after tomorrow. So this is tomorrow. And this is the day after tomorrow, right before sunrise. Shh. Now is the morning of the day after tomorrow. Maybe they want it, after sunrise. do you want from me, game? Or do they mean that like in real life? Come back in 2 days.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going. Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Okay.
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Got headphones in her ears.
She didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response?
What is she, by the way? She's not a human. She's obviously not a human. Is she a Katzklein or whatever? She's from Natlan. Can non-humans be from a country? I guess if Diona is from Mondstadt, I assumed like she's just a resident of the place. She's not like Mondstadtian by DNA or anything. She is not a human. And so the YOB don't care about genetic. I might be reading too much into it. Hi. Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go.
Let's go. Mamma mia. Why did I say that? I'm getting tired already. It's the end of the day. You arrive at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame as expected.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
I think it's from the Pyro. It's like an order from the Pyro Archon. She might have an obligation, actually. Yeah, there you go.
Shouldn't the subject always answer the call of their Archon?
Mm-hmm.
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Mm-hmm. You can tell.
So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, she was.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait,
Huh?
your seat, Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatstly. But emphasis on Eatstly, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room.
Yeah.
The girl next door who turns out to be a
Sure.
seasoned veteran.
That's
The wise
the
sage
old
who
man
looks like a
usually
little
who's
kid.
much older than he looks. You know, it's not the 500-year-old vampire girl that looks like a.
Oh, wipe that look off your face. You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age?
Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Okay.
Did I forget to mention? She's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
But the pyro alcohol leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What?
How dare you?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything,
Oh,
I'm gonna
God,
feel
the
awkward if we
S
keep
sounds.
this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, understood. Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No?
What if we never
But,
came because
of
you said you
course.
never was gonna come?
It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation.
Okay, we can
anyway.
just skip the fluff. Can we get to the actual point, please? Come on.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Is she waiting for us to carry the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh, or even more rude not to laugh? Okay, I read that way too fast because I thought it's gonna do the Genshin thing where it skips over the thing really quick before you can talk. Okay, you can skip it,
When
please.
the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Yes, for someone who's
Correct.
not from
The
Natlan.
situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
We'll know once we find him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
Okay.
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
No touching, lady.
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
What does that leaf comment mean? Even the most green leaf in a forest? Why are green leaves meaner than the others? Why would they like me specifically more than anyone?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh?
What?
Nothing. Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
Okay.
No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last
Okay.
of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Well,
It was
thank you.
nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom.
Okay, so now we know why it's called the
constantly borrowing
Kingdom.
the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber.
Oh, I
and we
need
can
to
only
be in a deep
communicate with
slumber.
its consciousness while in a trance. In other words,
In a trance.
in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony
Man.
to achieve the state of the trance.
Just
I'll
give
make
me a
list.
pillow and some
Can any of
blankets.
you get everything for me?
And maybe a soft place to sleep. I'll get into that trance. Real quick. I'm getting into it already. I'm right ahead of you already. Lolly. To live like I'm just in a deep slumber for like God knows how long, and if people want to talk to you, they don't wake you up to talk to you. They go to sleep to come visit you in your dreams so they can talk to you.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation.
Yeah.
If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep,
We
we'll
will
be sure
be.
to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. Oh,
That was not a few,
I'm
that was a-
sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Oh,
Interesting.
sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him?
I'm in my 20s.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we
Or
manage
maybe
to get
they
him back
thought
here.
off of their intel that
I'm
he is the
truly
best
sorry to
target
put
to
you
be
two through all
kidnapped,
this
since he's
trouble with
very
me. But,
isolationist
please
as a
help me get him
person.
back.
And people wouldn't notice him missing for quite some time. Maybe.
You can count on us.
All
Yes.
right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
Yo. How much of this do I have? Okay, so enough to upgrade everything I want. Okay, it's boom. Boom, boom, boom. I want you on a broom.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Well, a scratch in his
She's
house.
a big name in Natlan. Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in.
Okay.
You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
That's all there is to him. And he really doesn't sound like a bad person.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we've... He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time. And since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Elemental sight?
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things.
I can perceive elemental sight.
Here, give me your hand. How about now?
What do you see?
I can see the trail now. They could have just let us use our elemental sight. But I guess if it's like a Natlan specific thing, well, whatever.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Oh, wow.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted.
Glaze
Anyway,
me some more,
we'll
alright?
need to use our vision
Please
now to
tell me
track down
how
Auroron.
I'm great.
Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me?
Why the question marks? We know it's Sitlali.
Is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. But given the looks on their faces just now, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh. Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh?
Are we able to listen to her thoughts now that we control a bit of her?
Was
Yes.
that
No.
Sweet Lolly's voice?
She shared her senses. Why does that include her inner monologue?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Okay. First concern. Is it a two-way street? Better not be thinking about anything weird.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
No, okay, she didn't hear that, I guess. It only goes one way for some reason. What a scuffed spell.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look.
Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened.
Oh.
We've got to find him. Fast.
Oh.
Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But...
Okay.
but what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
Are we gonna tell her about the mind reading thing? It feels a bit rude. He's like, she accidentally handed us her diary and we just, are happily reading through it without telling her.
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up.
Right.
I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
Oh.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Got a chance to fight back.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
How would they know? Well, I guess why would he fight them randomly otherwise after leaving a distress signal not long before? exactly the difference in numbers, you probably wouldn't have been able to overpower
Given
them.
there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
Okay. You go follow the...
I'll
or
take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
can we... She can smell the elements in the air. Can't we see them with our elemental sight?
Moron! What the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. Ah, you little brat.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Yup.
Once Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
Figured
So you were
that
thinking
this
the
one
same
way
thing?
a while ago.
Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Deers. Are they fighting? What if I go the other way? Do I get to, like, secretly meet her or something? No, I don't think so.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Traces of phlogiston here, but
Did you find something?
found some traces of phlogiston. The trail completely ends here.
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
Didn't they take their separate ways unless the Fatui split up, but the team still stayed with him?
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
What? Where's Paimon? Excuse me? Excusez-moi? Pardon? Almadira? How did I get here indeed? Oh.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
Hello, edgy anime boy. Gotcha life looking. Gotcha life looking. Mhm. My anime OC do not steal. Person.
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie. Like a false omen in the lingering smoke.
You didn't have to
Friend
make an
and I only
analogy.
left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a
Oh, oh, so, okay, already, okay.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person.
Can I tell the others about
I
this?
will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone.
No, okay,
I would like
of
to
course.
avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Sure. We're just gonna go with that. Okay. How many times did we just faint on Paimon randomly and like didn't wake up? At this point, I think she just like, oh, he collapsed again. I wonder how long I'll have to wait for him to wake up. It happens so much.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm just a little lightheaded. I didn't drink
Don't
enough
worry.
water today.
We can take a
And
short
probably
break.
short in glucose
Sorry,
as well.
I know I asked for
Not
your
because
help.
of the water thing, because I
but
didn't eat
had
too.
I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
If they're being truthful, then they must have reasonable motivations for what they did, but should I trust them? I could just share everything with Paimon Study right now, but that may give him up on the lead. I still haven't had much dealings with either of the Fatui or the Master of the Night Winds. I suppose I'll stay quiet for now and see if I can find out anything else.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
Thanks, everyone. I'm feeling fine
In
now.
any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
Let's do that. It's almost
Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All
Peachy.
right, let's get ready.
Peachy.
I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was holding you up.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all.
I
But
don't think...
if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
I think the clouds move as fast as the winds. I mean, their movement is influenced by the winds, but I don't think... I think they drag a bit behind. What the fuck is that? Is that a volcano? It's erupting? Is that outside of... How close is that? Is that not like an... It's not an explorable place. It'd be very apparent on the map. That is the... God, I need to see you. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, I think that there is the stadium, and it's behind the stadium a bit to the left, right? So yeah, it is outside of the explorable area. Alright, so the volcano just, you know, does little eruptions randomly here and there. No reason to worry. Da 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 da. Did we get any action points so far? We did. 4. Interesting.
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
Okay, are we gonna kill them?
Alright, we'll take the lead.
The cape is cool, man. I like the cape and the hood. But the rest of the group clothes, especially the pants.
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Kostrelitsky.
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth.
That's
You're currently blocking the light, so I must
Eastern European
to move aside.
Huh?
name.
Okay, Mr.
Kostrelitsky.
Philosopher. That's enough mumbo jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Okay, chill.
Lolly's struggling to control
What is her
temper
theme again?
now.
I thought she would
Are
be a
you
cat
ready?
girl for some reason.
Let's go kick their butts.
Okay, calm down, lady.
On my count. 3, 2, 1! Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Shower me with dissipate.
A process of elimination. Flicker. Propagate.
Yoo-hoo!
I played this terribly, but... Oh, more? Okay.
Let my name echo in some. I'll settle this.
Come on. There we go. That should be all of them. Let's talk to this emo boy.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eatsley, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, Gramps.
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
So
How
it's
many
a
times
it's
have
a
I
tribe
told
of
you? It
autists.
doesn't work like that. There
right?
are a lot of
It's a
people
tribe
who look
of
about
acoustic
the same
people.
age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
It's a tribe of acoustic and restarted people. Okay. All right.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due.
Does he have only one
Since
ear, or is the other one
Masters
just
of the Night
covered?
Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
He talks, he definitely changed, but doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. He asked me to do whatever I could to help keep things a secret, and even said it to be for Tlali's sake. They treat everyone like their uncles and aunties,
Exactly.
camps and grannies.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Stranger
Weird beasts
danger.
Prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them.
Okay.
I always knew that living
Grab
on
him
your
by
own
the
was going
ear.
to get you into trouble
Give him a
sooner
spanking.
or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
Is people gonna make art of that? No, I doubt people are that creative.
You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
Oh, jeez, what's with her and severing and
Careful
ripping
next time.
heads off? Holy shit, woman. What is... What is their theme as being a Dullahan or something? A Dullahan means what I think it means, doesn't it? One moment. Yeah.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance.
She makes one more comment about someone's head not being on their shoulders, and I'm gonna make a video out of it or something.
They didn't hurt you.
Like
Did
a
they?
theory that she's like a
No,
psychopath
they just asked
or
me a lot
something.
of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes,
So why did you do it?
because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary Granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value and not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Is that good
Forget
advice?
it.
Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there's still no need to preemptively panic. So, like, even if you know that something really terrible is going to happen, do not panic before it happened. Am I allowed to panic after it happened? Is it like telling me not to panic so I can focus on getting a solution even if I'm short on time? Or is it like a whatever, man, just it's gonna happen, might as well not, worry about it if I can control. I don't know.
We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Speaker's chamber. Oops, sorry about that.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Sure. Make people more likely to go easy on you if you feed them.
Your vegetables?
Yes, I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Like I said, a bunch of acoustics and restarted people. Return to the city as Citlali brings you to the speaker's chamber where you count everything. Is it the speaker's chamber where
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Citlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Okay, what tribe are you
Do I
from?
need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Yay! Yippee! We'll be counting
You
on
scratch
you.
my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done.
Didn't
You
we
can
hear
just go
someone else say
twiddle your
that?
thumbs or something while you wait for the good news.
Alright.
Bye for now.
Damn, I don't
Come
have
with
hand
me,
tracking.
Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Gramps.
As well, trying to remind me about my promise. Doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I'd never guessed that he could have done so much work behind Citlali's back. What does he really want?
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub.
Why does everyone say grub recently? Grub was an old word. I don't like it's coming. I don't like it. Isn't grub also like for insects? Did it start from like Timon, from like the Lion King, Timon and Pumbaa? I'm not sure. Is it smart to tell Paimon?
Huh? What is it, Traveler? What? The captain? So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom?
Yes.
And he didn't attack you?
No,
Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to?
I don't know.
He sounded earnest enough just now.
I know,
would have
right?
never guessed anything was happening.
I said the same
All
thing.
that stuff about protecting Seat Lally and being forced to help the Fatui when
Yep.
he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
What a devious bat he is.
Yeah, you're right.
I am.
Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter
And
what.
have a
so if you want
choice.
to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Sure thing. Okay, I think this might be a good place to stop the first part. We didn't play for a lot, but it is late for me, and no one seems to be coming to watch, so I better not waste too much time. Well, just playing on my own. Maybe I can work on some other things like shorts. Maybe, I don't know. I was feeling a little sleepy. Very well. If you've been watching the VOD, thank you very much for watching the VOD so far. Let me actually just do this and do that. Yeah. If you've been watching the VOD, thank you very much for doing so. Sorry if I didn't sorry if it wasn't very entertaining today. I'm still worried about exams and such, and it is late at night and I'm tired, but I said I'd like stream something to get back into the groove of things. Yeah. That's about it. I'll catch you later for part 2.